Thank you.
Right, that's enough silliness already. And first of all, we'd like to congratulate His Lordship Edward Yellow, Field Marshal of the Meat Militia, for the first time in 3 weeks, remembering to pull up the fader before starting the show.
Good job, Ted.
Good job, Ted.
Well done.
See, we give congratulations just as often as we give administrative corrections around here. And, of course, joining me, as usual, in the co-pilot seat is that carnivore nurse, Lucy.
Hello.
She's the one that's going to be dishing out the punishment today for anyone that's late, etc. We can't be having that, staff. It's not good enough. Attendance has been a bit, tardy, hasn't it, Ted? Good. So you know the drill. Basically, it's put a large capital Q, not 2 or 3 Qs, just the one, thanks, and a colon. Then write your question out in full. Please capitalise the first letter of the first word, for goodness sake. It's not hard. Don't forget to use whole words, for you see, TLAs are a PITA FFS. So use your big boy words and your big girl words, the actual words. Okay, no abbreviations. That pisses Ted off quite a bit, to be fair. And then suffix the whole thing with a question mark after that. Those are your orders, soldiers of the Meat Militia. That's it. I'm going to have a quick sip on the old carnivore caffeine. So it is, with a bit of cream.
Oh, yeah.
And Lucy can tell us all about the highlights of her stay so far in Pimbatia. And not forgetting that that NDA that you signed.
Oh, yeah,
Yes.
of course. I won't mention all the cookies you slammed the other night.
Yeah, well. That's
The
me.
highlights.
Yeah.
My favourite part is the morning routine with milking the goats and the sheep and sweeping all the shit. For some reason, I find that a thrill. I think I like the workout. And then driving the Pimmobile's still the highlight. Oh, and the barbecue. When you barbecued a lot of meat and that lasted a whole week. That's been amazing. That's the highlights.
Yep. A lot of meat that lasted all week.
That's what she said.
Yes, yes. Oh, very good. All right, enough spoon feeding. Let's answer some questions. Oh, before we do that, actually, let's go through the list. Master Chief Burgess of the Meat Militia, first in the house. How do you do, soldier?
Hello, hello.
Good to see you. Juha, second. Great balls. Have you got your balls?
I do have my balls.
Oh,
There
good.
we are.
Yes, get your balls out.
Here are my balls. All 3 of them. Lucky me.
Oh, and the see-through magic balls.
Yeah, magic.
Yeah, it's awesome. All right, okay, so that takes care of the balls joke for the day. Excellent.
Sick.
Yeah, well, it's the balls joke. I wouldn't like to limit it to one balls joke per session.
No.
Anyways, there it is. Because some of these names are impronounceable. What the hell is this?
Stephanie.
Yes. Gaza.
Hi.
Gaza Zusta. Yes. Anyway, hello. Yes. The lovely Lucy is back, question mark.
Yep, never left.
Yep. Nobody ever leaves here. You can check out any time you like. Hamburg, Germany is in the house.
Hello. I love Hamburg.
Guten Abend. Not late. Excellent. Yeah, Jonathan's in the house. He wants to be fact. Frequently asked questions.
Oh, right.
Yes.
That's stupid. I should know that.
Yes. He wants a good facking, does Jonathan?
Oh, Lord. Oh, Lord.
Don't we all, though? We all want a good facking now and then. Ted is particularly keen on making sure that all the facts are fact, aren't they? Fact-checking, all of those things. Yes, fact us all. Indeed. Okay, that takes care of the fact joke for the week.
That's that.
We've done the balls, we've done the fact.
We're doing well today.
We've done that's what she
5
said.
minutes in.
I know. We might as well just fuck off now.
Yeah,
We're
we
done.
could just end it now.
Are there any questions? Anyway, bunch of other bigots in the house. Bruce is here. BTW. Hobby Halloween. Yes, good. Oaktown Girl. Good to see you. Hello. Oh, these names. These YouTube names. Incredible, aren't they? Anyway, here's the first question. I know.
There was one. You were on one.
And there's another question. Oh, good. Ted, are you paying attention at all?
What the?
You had one job, Ted. Well, you had 2 jobs because you did the first one.
He's
You
done
actually
one of
pulled
them.
up the fader.
Go on. Well done.
Oh, love it.
Is a pork-based carnivore diet adequate for a human? Interesting.
Is a pork-based carnivore diet? I have not seen any evidence, personally, that would convince me that a person absolutely cannot get along fine on just pork. There are people that argue that the fatty acid profile is just a bit off, but I'm not convinced, personally.
What about the aspect of it being monogastric as an animal?
Well, yes, but what? I mean, fish are generally monogastric. We eat them too.
You wouldn't have a fish-only diet, though.
Well, some people do.
Well, they're crazy.
I know, that's silly, isn't it? But they do. What do you think's the normal problem with a monogastric?
Well, kind of what you said with the fatty acid profile, maybe the quality of their nutrition isn't what it could be, because if it's not fed its appropriate diet, then because it's monogastric, it can't break down things as well. It could potentially impact the nutrition of the meat. But it is still very nutritious. I feel like they get a bit of a bad rep, like you shouldn't eat them because it's monogastric, but it's still meat.
Yeah.
But
all right, so the jury's out. There's some good stuff there to mull over. Right. Do you agree that casomorphins, though, is a very uneducated way to attack dairy consumption? In my opinion, they'd need a permeable gut to pass into the bloodstream. Then the blood-brain barrier would stop them. There's a lot of leaps of faith there. There's a lot of physiology in between point A and point Z there, isn't there? Lots and lots. I've never found any reason to attack the intake of dairy to be appropriate for any reason, actually. I find that about 60% of people do not do well on dairy, and as such, maybe they should abstain. The other third of people, it seems, roughly, tend to do fine. And as long as you're not gaining a whole smack load of weight or having some psychotic breakdown because of all the casomorphins, no, I don't think it's a big deal, personally. What do you think, Lucy? I
would mostly agree. I feel like dairy is plus or minus.
Mostly agree?
I think maybe fully agree then.
Plus
or minus, if you can...
It's the law.
If you can... True.
Yeah.
One, if you can tolerate it, like Bart said, it's very common to be intolerant to either the sugar or the protein in dairy. And again, I think it does play a huge role in your ability to regulate your appetite and actually eat enough food and not too much that you really need. I think dairy is easy to overeat. It tastes delicious and can interfere with you being able to stop when you're actually full, which for a lot of people trying to lose weight, I think is one of the biggest things that could slow your weight loss or stall your weight loss. But I don't think it's like as clear as no, you shouldn't, or yes, you should eat dairy.
Awesome. Top quality answer, I think.
There we go.
Yeah, top quality. Absolutely fucking primo.
Thanks.
All right, what's next? Why might my triglycerides be over 280 after 9 months carnivore? They were around 80 before. I'm lean, not trying to lose weight, don't drink coffee, and was water fasted 14 hours. There's a lot of threads in there. Do you want to have that first, and then I'll have a play?
I think you should go first.
Well, that's what she said.
Please.
See, how long was that before I couldn't help myself?
Yeah, Bart actually said before we started that he's not going to make any "that's what she said" jokes. And I thought, sure thing. Good luck with that.
How long did that last?
I don't know. Oh my God, that's what she said.
Fuck! Come on, pay attention.
Sorry. I'm just too professional for this.
Yeah, I know. How was the cricket? We sucked. I sucked in a personal sense. I just got 10 runs I just got yesterday. It wasn't enough. Neither did the rest of the team get enough either. And they basically marched home, although there was some fun at the end with a bit of a flurry of wickets falling, but they got there without any trouble whatsoever. Not good enough from us, sadly, at all. So I came home and punished myself, didn't I?
Did you? What happened?
Up and downstairs.
Oh, he did, up and down the stairs. What did you get?
Not very much. after a day's cricket. I actually,
I was still impressed that you did it full stop. So
yeah, no, I softed out at about 7.2 or 3, I think it was, when I've been running 11s. So we'll get back to that once the DOMS subsides a bit. But anyway, it's all up and go here in Pimbatia in some aspects anyway. Yes, others not quite so active. We've got a full house here.
It is full house.
It's a full house. It's good. It's just like a real Jippo community, actually. Hello all. Yes, hello all.
Are you going to answer that question?
Which?
The one that we skipped.
Oh.
That one. I'd like to know what you think.
I forgot all about it.
It's okay.
Face the front. Goodness, it's because we did a That's What She Said joke.
Yeah, got distracted.
Yeah, that's right, I'm easily distracted. I'm also very stupid and easily confused, apparently. All right, the answer to your first question, by way of Occam's razor, is the reason your triglycerides are 280 after 9 months of carnivore is that's what your gene set has decreed. It should be the response given the circumstance of whatever it's you've been doing over the last months, including your diet, but not limited to your diet. In other words, your triglyceride level is under the control of your gene set. It's a homeostatic mechanism, and there'll be a reason that it's set at that level at this time. I would suggest one likely pointer to what might be going on there as you're talking about. It's not even really fasting, that. Guys, fasting starts at 72 hours. Before that, it's just not eating. That's my definition anyway, and it's the law, because you're not allowed. That's hate speech if you disagree with me. And Ted gets very cross about that, don't you, Ted? Thanks for your input. Right, so there's that. None of that looks concerning, and elevated triglycerides by itself with no other signs of pathology. And have we got a time course? Have we got a series of readings over a few months?
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. A little bit more clarity could help you.
Yeah, we need to know what trends are rather than what your triglycerides were that day. Because that one data point might be an outlier. Okay, how's that? Did we cover it?
Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
As much as we can.
Ted is well rested. He's done fuck all this week of any use. He's lied there on the desk, if you please, going, is it Sunday yet?
Very patient, though.
He has to be. He's lived with me for nearly 54 years.
Yeah. Yikes.
The only other person that's lived with me as long as me. Mostly when I was at home. Which wasn't always. Alright, question. Thoughts on carb cycling in the specific context of bodybuilding? This is interesting, and this is an invite. I guess I've had several people asking me to respond to Rob Goodwin talking about this. Rob's a good friend of mine. Rob is a beast of a man. Rob is a huge hypertrophied person from his years of doing bodybuilding competitions and such. And if he says that works for him, I'm not going to argue, because he'll squash me. So, that said, I don't agree physiologically that it's a necessity. There are many ways to skin a cat. And you don't need to use carbs. Okay, if guys like Rob get away with that because the amount of ATPs you're cycling every day is higher than normal, cool. I think. There are no necessary carbs even for athletes, even for hypertrophy athletes. But I understand that what's being encouraged there ostensibly is the adrenaline, not the adrenaline, oh God, the insulin release, which those bodybuilders believe to be particularly potent in getting amino acids into muscle cells. Yeah. What do you think?
I think when I think about fitness and diet, it's not all about like building muscle and, like visibly pursuing that. I think fitness is also about, you know, just building a strong body and becoming resilient and mobility and flexibility and all these things. And by doing fitness, including strength training, whilst in a fat metabolism, you're only going to, you know, strengthen your metabolism and become even more efficient at burning fat instead of switching between sugar and fat, like that. So maybe, and this is when you just need more adaptation, more time, but more time you spend in a fat metabolism while still working out, I think is actually benefiting your overall situation more than just trying to eat some sugar to make your muscles look bigger. That's what I think, but I'm not so clued in on bodybuilding, to be honest. So there you go.
Me neither these days. It's been a long time since I did any of that whatsoever. But no, I think scientifically and all of that, that sounded pretty damned impressive.
Oh, thanks.
You're welcome. I'm here to help. Yes. The fact is this. It's Latin. Yes, it's absolutely Latin, just like the other Latin that we have here in Pimbatia, the kind of messed up Latin from someone that doesn't really speak Latin. Thank you for the $10 RM guest. Ted will use those for some nefarious purpose at some point during the week, I think. Well, he would, if he'd get up off the desk. But no, he just lies there. Arms outstretched. It's because I stopped paying him his appearance fee. He won't say anything anymore.
Should probably pay him soon.
Yeah, maybe. Good morning in Adelaide, where it is 7:45 in the morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. That's very early. Well, for some people it is.
That's like not that early
Yeah,
at all.
for me it's early. I roll out of bed about 9 o'clock some mornings, most mornings.
I'm up at 6:30. I wake at 6:30.
Young people. Right?
Yeah.
Young people. Whatever happened to Mark Linford? I've got no idea. He's AWOL. Yeah, he used to get in the house first, and he's not around. We don't know. Maybe he's doing other things. I don't know if there's anything else more important in life than watching my live streams, is there?
I don't think so.
No. Is the orange camo a promotion? Well, you can't
It's
really...
hard to get much higher.
Than Field Marshal First Class, isn't it?
Yeah.
Goodness, she outranks me, apparently.
Yeah, the orange is just some extra style.
Yeah, we've got all manner of different colour variations. The one we don't have is the pink one.
I want to try the pink one. How?
That's what she said.
I don't get that.
Never mind. I'm glad you don't, because I would have lost all respect for you if you did get that.
I don't want to know.
That was foul
Oh,
on my
I don't
part. It
wanna
really
know.
was.
I don't want to know.
Yeah. No, you don't. Quite right. Greetings from Londistan.
Is that London? What is that?
You know, I completely misread this. Oh my god. Fuck. Oh, what's wrong with my brain? It's broken.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Thank you for that.
Moving on swiftly.
Yes, but I'm here all week. Question, Sean O'Mara promotes the inclusion of fermented vegetables as a condiment to meals, ? That's a statement. Is it not? Really? I believe he is doing that. I haven't watched it yet. Somebody's asked me to respond to it. I just don't have time to do all the requests. Right. Do you know who Sean O'Mara is?
He's just meat and ferments, right?
Oh, well, apparently.
And is he the one that's very into visceral fat?
Don't know.
Could be him.
I haven't really watched any of his stuff.
Yeah.
I don't have time.
I remember asking you about ferments because I wasn't so sure, because a lot of people out there make them seem very good for you and they really advocate for them, but I'm always just like, why so much? And I liked your reply is that yes, you could eat them and it could give you specific types of bacteria in your gut, but why and what does that now mean? Is that really beneficial, or do you know, what's the point of having this specific one? And we don't really know. So maybe they are, maybe they're not.
Yes, good. Okie dokie dokie. Paul Mason and Dr. Ovadia say oxidized LDL, small dense LDL contributes to atherosclerosis. What say you? I say nay. Nay is what I say.
Really expand?
There is a lot of mechanistic speculation around a role for oxidized LDL or small dense LDL to play a role in atherogenesis. I would say that those things being extant in that lesioned tissue is secondary to the problem that caused the atherosclerotic lesioning process to begin in the first place. Ergo, on a deterministic tree or a deterministic model, the primary cause is the thing that we can point at and say that plays a role, that contributes, because absent that, the mere existence of the thing that is being pointed to as a contributor does not contribute, because there's no situation to contribute to. I hope that made sense. Yeah?
Yes,
Okay.
sort of.
Sort of. Yeah. So the cause, the proximal cause of the lesioning is turbulent blood flow. Well, actually, go back a step further than that. The cause, the very first proximal cause, I suppose, is elongated transit time or delayed transit time of the blood under pressure past a given point in the endothelial space in the arteries. There are certain areas where blood flow is delayed momentarily, i.e. turbulent blood flow. It happens at bifurcations where arteries do that, and it happens at curves where, like the aorta is an example of the biggest one of those, but there are many others as well. Because of the flow dynamics of blood under pressure, those areas suffer that elongated transit time. Ergo, it's a mechanical damaging of that particular region, and that opens the tissue up to the disease process. So that's the proximal cause, not the things that become consequent to that. I hope that's accessible.
So then what would cause the turbulent blood flow?
Well, the higher,
to allow that to happen.
The higher you put the blood pressure under, the more turbulent the flow becomes in a given space.
Right.
In a given tube.
And then, so then what's the cause of high blood pressure?
Well, the most common is chronic hyperinsulinemia.
Gotcha.
So you could say that's the proximal cause.
If you wanted to, you could go all the way.
And well, if you wanted to go all the way, then you would say, actually, ergo, the problem is probably the intake chronically by most people of too many carbohydrates. Wash my mouth out.
Yeah.
So there you go. Heart disease covered, really, in one short...
Job done.
Job done. I'm out of here. Thanks for joining us. Next week, somebody else will be here. Somebody that espouses accepted narrative, for goodness sake. Who is this clown and why is he wearing a faux military uniform? Well, it's not faux here in the independent sovereign nation of Pimbatia. This is the official uniform of the Meat Militia, drawn from many sources. First of all, the uniform itself is British Army surplus. The decorations look a lot like American ones, actually, but they're not. These are all Pimbatian ones that look very, very similar. I claim to hold no military medals of any kind outside of Pimbatia. Never have done. In fact, I've got a bunch of actual World War II medals that my grandfather earned.
Cool.
So that, you know, if I was going to wear them, I'd have to put them on the other side of my chest, basically. But I think, you know, for the purposes of a comedy show, as well as an edutainment show like this, you can go so far, can't you? And certainly, no, I'm not claiming to hold any American military honours at all. No, never been in the American military.
Neither.
No.
Funny enough.
I have apparently, though, according to Frank Tofano, apparently I've been a member of the CIA.
Ooh.
He once, like when he was losing on the way to losing his brain.
I don't know who that is.
Oh, he's this guy that used to be a carnivore, but actually it turns out he was a failed actor, a mattress actress. He tried to do like shows like Best Chef on, whatever it was called in America, the Master Chef program or whatever it is. He was on that, and he was doing carnivore supporting material for a number of years, and then he went, no, carnivore nearly killed me, and here's why, and started losing his brain, and people like me called him out for having lost the plot. And then suddenly I'm a fully paid up member of the CIA, according to him in a video. Funny as fuck.
Random.
Anyway, my cover's blown.
Oh well.
Yep. Rightio.
Next.
So, next question.
Next question.
Kefir has carbs in it. Do we avoid it on the basis, or is it still kosher? I have been known personally to take in an amount of kefir when Pim is making it, because she does periodically make kefir and I go yum yum yum. Yes, I think we're programmed to seek out carbs where we can get them. Yes, I would consider myself probably to be not only a hedonist in general, probably a carb addict. It's about managing how far you go with that a bit, which I do better and not so well from time to time. A lot of people think that just because I say 100% carnivore is the answer, that I'm claiming to be doing that myself. No. There are others that really are, though. Not me. I'm just close, mostly.
Don't say anything.
No, you're quite right, though. Those biscuits did get slammed, did they not?
Did get slammed.
Yes.
It's funny.
There may have been other reasons for that, though, rather than actual hunger. All sorts of things happen in Pimbatia that stay in Pimbatia. If the Randall cycle is the cell's natural response to lowering glucose intake, not strictly correct, but we'll carry on. Are type 2 diabetics given insulin to force the glucose into the cell? That bit stand alone is correct, yes. How does that work? Right. Good. Join me. I will complete your training. Something dark side. Something complete. The reason that the thing that we're parsimoniously calling the Randall cycle, the effects of that, the reason that those things occur is to prevent glucose going into the cell according to its concentration gradient between the cell and the blood. It's the cell taking responsibility for its own intake, not just being driven by external forces. The concentration in the blood is X, ergo we are required to accept Y amount into the cell, and that might be a level which is damaging to the cell via glycating of things because of vastly too much glucose suddenly rushing into a cell. Ergo cells have the capacity to, for want of a better term, lock the doors from the inside, so that insulin can go knocky on the door all it wants to, but the door will not be opened to the glucose. So that's why it happens. If you increase the concentration of insulin, that will increase the intake of glucose from the blood into the cells, yes, to a point. Once the cell is saturated, the Randall cycle thing will kick on whether you're a diabetic or not. And in that case, the cell is under no risk of running out of energy, because the reason the door is locked from the inside is because the cell is completely full of energetic substrates, carbs and or fats and whatever mix, ready for use on site. Ergo, it's becoming an independent sovereign nation like Pimbatia, where we close the doors and lock them and say, none shall pass. And Ted marches up and down the front going, none shall pass. That kind of thing.
Except me. Let me in.
Yeah, but it's a one-way trip.
Oh, true.
Remember?
True.
Yeah. Well, yes, we must not upset the Queen, though, because if we do upset the Queen, it's off with their heads.
But I think this question is really important, though, because it gives you the understanding that what's happening in diabetes in type 2 diabetes is actually a protective mechanism for the cells and for the body. It's hardly even a disease given the situation and the environment that you've put your body in. It's doing the best it can to still protect you as much as it's able to do, which is by not allowing any more sugar into the cells because that's toxic and damaging for them. So it's not like it's better in the blood, but it's less toxic for it to then stay in the blood than to keep going into these cells.
Absolutely spot on, correct.
Which is then why it makes it so illogical to understand the way that we treat type 2 diabetes with more insulin, because we are completely exacerbating the very issue that caused the insulin resistance in the first place. Which is why no one will really become, you can't put type 2 diabetes into remission by injecting yourself with insulin chronically.
Absolutely. Spot on. I would add several things that I was thinking about just as Lucy was giving us that little treasure trove of information. Things along the lines of, you need to understand that the effects of the Randall cycle, this locking of the door from the inside, to which I refer, this is not a lock, unlock, switch on, off. This is a fader in each individual cell. Ergo, an organ system level or systemic organism level series of ons and offs is what actually dictates a person's response to a given bolus of food stuff suddenly being added to the bloodstream. So of course cells need to have an internal situation where they can react to the incoming signal. Yes, we can take that. No, we're full now. Yeah, absolutely. So that was worth the entry fee alone, wasn't it?
That was beautiful.
I think we should send them out a bill for double. Yeah, good. I know you're not a fan of organs. But what are your thoughts on eating heart? Heart's fine. Heart's muscle.
Yeah, it's a muscle.
Yeah. I've eaten heart. It's fine. Doesn't even taste much different to muscle meat.
I've never had heart.
That reminds me of the little song from the Yellow Brick Road, doesn't it? If I only had a heart. What the hell is wrong with me? I don't know.
That's a random one, that one.
The Wizard of Oz. There was a stage show that I was in when I was 8 or 9.
Oh yeah? Who were you?
I
A witch?
was many different things. I was a chorus member and we did 3 or 4 different things. Singing, dancing, trotting around the place.
Damn.
Chuntering around the place, I should say.
I'd pay good money to see that.
Some people did.
Really?
Yeah. And with my little boy soprano falsetto that I had on. Well, it wasn't falsetto, it was a boy soprano voice at the time. Any thoughts on the benefits or otherwise of supplementing L-Reuteri?
I've never heard of that before. Have you?
Yep. It's one of the many so-called desirable probiotics and formulations that they put together and sell to people, telling them that they absolutely need these things to balance their gut, because how could it possibly not be?
Yeah.
And absolutely, if you don't take their product, well,
It's over for ya.
It's all over.
It's all over.
Yeah. No, I'm not a fan of probiotics for anyone that doesn't have an identified, almost pretty much diagnosed situation where one is needed to be added from somewhere else. In which case I would probably mix a few things up too. I wouldn't just like have one speciation or one sort of grouping like L-Reuteri. Benefits or otherwise, I mean, there are many leaps of faith that are not filled in by any science at this point between gut function, effect on a person, and speciations of bacteria and other microbiota that live with us a bit. We know more about the surface of Mars for sure. That's a fact. So I think the jury's out very much. I don't take them personally, probiotics, except that I understand that absolutely everything that I put in my mouth, chew up and swallow is a probiotic because it came with the flora, whatever it was. Thoughts?
I agree.
Good.
Exactly
there you go. Following the law to the letter.
Yes, sir.
No hate speech. None. Love it. Do you think the eat X organ to better the function of Y specific organ idea has any merit? No, I don't. Because when you eat the protein, it breaks it down to individual amino acids, sometimes branch chain amino acids, peptides, that kind of stuff, and then reassembles it according to its whim.
And if you think about it, like, I've never eaten brain in my life, but I think I have a healthy brain. So if that was true, then technically my brain shouldn't be super healthy or whatever because I've never eaten brain. But that's clearly not the case because I eat sufficient meat that will break down and do what it needs to do for my brain.
Yes. Exactly. Your body makes the proteins that it needs to fulfill the functions of the continuation of the best nefarious ends of the beastie concerned, homeostasis. So it needs the base ingredients. That's why when you digest things that are things, they break them down to not those things anymore, so that your body might build the same thing or something different with that. Recycling at its best, really. Natural recycling.
And the body is a whole system. You can't really separate the body into different organs anyway. It's all so related to each other. It's kind of like, you could think about it with, like, if you're losing fat, you can't like spot reduction. What's the thing?
Spot reduce.
Spot reduce fat from a specific area because you target like that area. It's going to come off the entire system in the way that the system wants it to lose, and you could kind of think about that question in the same context. It's all one big system.
Very good. Besides the 5 health hacks, is there anything else we can do to reverse plaque, if at all possible? Nettokinase. Yeah, nettokinase.
What's that?
It's an enzyme preparation that's made from mold, usually, funnily enough, whatever.
Nice.
And it has the effect of attacking certain specific proteins in the body, including those involved in the atherosclerotic lesioning, as well as the spiky one, that protein. It attacks that one directly as well. So if anyone has had some nefarious intervention undertaken upon their person, either voluntarily or otherwise, that's what I would suggest for those people. Nattokinase and actually bromelain, which is an extract from pineapple. Whatever. They're known to attack that spiky thing. So that's interesting, isn't it? Do with that as you will, or don't, whatever. Is it using is it worth using ox bile? Yeah.
Stay married the toilet.
Well.
Funny.
Do you know what? I'd be inclined to say mess around and find out on that.
Yeah, I think that would be a good idea to find out.
Have a play. Get back to us. Tell us what you found. We'll add you to the anecdotal records of the meat militia or something, and send you a medal. Yeah.
Wednesday, that's what you should have for breakfast.
Delicious.
Eggs and steak and eggs. Just making sure you heard.
We got it. Very good. Very good.
Thank you.
Thank you. We're here all week. Thank you. Okay. Can the activation of zonulin by lectins not only cause leaky gut but also be the cause of gingivitis? Because I often hear about the remission of gingivitis and periodontitis after going carnivore. It's a very specific question, very, very loaded for me to say yes.
Yeah.
So let's do that. 1, 2, 3. Yes.
Yes, why not?
Yeah, that sounds perfectly feasible. Like it. Who gave me TED? You missed that story. Ted was gifted to me nearly 54 years ago by my late aunt. There was one given to each of the three of us in my immediate sphere of kiddies. My brother and my sister got one, but they got different coloured ones. And theirs no longer exist or are known about in the universe. Ted is the only
Ted's
survivor.
a real trooper.
He is.
He's been through the trenches.
My God, he's seen things that no young
No
teddy bear
one
should
else
see.
should ever see.
Me and
poor
Ted,
guy.
we've hung
Probably why
solid.
he has one eye.
Well, I'll tell you the story about that one if you haven't heard it. Some little bastard chewed it out of his head about 53 and a half years ago when he was teething.
Nice. Poor guy.
He's never forgiven me for it.
No.
That's why he's always slagging me off on X.
Yeah. And not turning the fader up.
That's right. Not turning. Yeah, here you go. We're being censored and silenced by Ted in protest. Okay. Whenever I try lowering my fat, I get watery diarrhea after eating my meal.
Lowering your fat.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Any idea how to fix this? Yes. Don't lower your fat.
Yeah. If it's don't fix a winning formula. If it's working for you, why change?
What is it that you're trying to change about yourself in some way? Because your diet is probably not the thing you should be focused on. There should be an outcome that you're looking to, so that we can guide you the right way. Give us more information. Or, if you want to sit down with me face to face for an hour and talk your woes out, and Ted will be there as well, of course, you can book in on the bit.ly link that you see at the bottom of the screen throughout the show. You can also join Patreon there for $10 a month and watch my new course that's developing, that I'm posting videos to roughly every week or so when I get time to put it up. That course is all about how to read the literature and poke holes in it, so that when people wave the literature in front of you, you can, like within 3 seconds, you can just absolutely arsehole a piece of work that someone puts in front of you. It's great fun. You'll love it. You'll come twice. Those are the rules. Otherwise, well, it's no fun for anybody, is it? Okay. Right. Always use the whole words. Yes, use your whole words. No abbreviations. Paul Saladino did a video on the importance of vitamin K2 and how it can make men's cock grow and give excellent jawline. Well, that's why you shouldn't be bothered listening to Paul Saladino, frankly. Would you like to say anything about this one?
Nah, I'm staying out of this question.
You are no fun at all.
That's not on me.
Yeah, fair play. All right. Hello from South Dakota. Hello, South Dakota.
Hello.
The obligatory Stem Enhance Ultra question. Can Stem Enhance Ultra assist in the repair of scarring of heart tissue caused by sepsis infection? The answer is theoretically, yes, absolutely. Adult stem cells are able to renew and repair and or replace tissues of all kinds, including scar tissue, which can be regenerated to the as-born format. However, you need to understand that stem cells, once released by the Stem Enhance product, they kind of do what the body says to do. The body traffics and sends things around and sets up priorities and decides how the resource will be used. Ergo, we can't make any therapeutic claims in particular. Cerule will fix your X, Y, or Z. So we can't be saying that. But in answer to your question, is this theoretically possible? The answer is absolutely yes. And we've seen it happening. We, the science fraternity, that is. Yep. Super sticker! Yay! Super sticker. Why not? Just for fun. $5 it looks like. Very good. That will feed Ted. How long will that feed Ted?
I don't know. I've actually never seen Ted eat. What does he even eat? Is he a carnivore?
I think he's a he consumes calories from the universe around him.
Oh, he just absorbs them.
Yeah.
understood.
Because thermodynamics,
Yeah,
innit?
yeah, no, of course.
Innit, thermodynamics. For those who don't know what I'm doing now, I'm taking the piss out of Paul from Norwich, otherwise known as Hinch Herbivore. Somebody came on one of his live streams and said, "So, Paul, you've been talking about the first law of thermodynamics. Would you like to explain that?" And he went, "No, not really. I just listened to Lame Norton." It was unbelievable. Yeah. So he's, this is a guy that keeps banging on the first law of thermodynamics, and somebody asks him to talk about the thing. No.
That's a good start.
Awesome. I just listened to Lame Norton.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Oh.
I wasn't taking the piss. That's what he actually said.
No.
For real.
I need to watch that.
Yeah, Paul from Norwich, Hinch Herbivore, with his Wednesday afternoon certificate in bumfuckery or whatever it is. Nothing to do with nutrition. Is it possible to experience deficiency of certain fatty acids if one consumes only butter or only tallow? Interesting. Is either one superior in your opinion, or is it rather a matter of personal preference? What do you think about fatty acids and things?
Well, they're essential. We need omega-3, we need omega-6, omega-9 as well, you mentioned. I would have to, this is a bit, if you're only eating butter, that means then you're not going to be eating fatty meat with its associated fat. So, yeah, I don't think that would ever work because, well, I suppose then you'd have to have lean meat only and then butter. I wouldn't do that.
No, I wouldn't do that either.
Tallow is definitely the inferior fat choice, I think. It's what we've evolved with. We've always eaten tallow. You could argue that we didn't always eat butter, so it's not essential, which I don't think it is.
So are you saying that tallow is the better?
Yes.
Yes, that's what I thought you meant.
Yeah. Tallow is inferior. Yeah. No,
Superior.
Superior.
Yes, that's what we. Yes, that's better.
No.
That's
Tallow
what I thought
is
you meant.
Superior.
Yes, because it has a mixture of fatty acid chain links inherently in it, whereas butter tends to hang around the short chain fatty acids like butyrate.
There you go.
Which there is a capacity of the metabolic system to chain elongate to some degree. However, that's very, very wasteful energetically, because what's going to happen when you build the chain links up is they're going to be broken down and oxidized. Yeah. Or some of them are. Yeah. Cool.
I also think choosing to consume tallow over butter is better for appetite regulation, if that's an issue you have. It's very self-limiting. You're only going to want to eat as much tallow as you genuinely need from fat, whereas butter, it is like that creaminess. It's easier to overeat if that is something that you're dealing with. So in that aspect as well, I think tallow is better.
Yes, outstanding job once again.
Thank you.
It's my pleasure. Good evening from offshore Norway.
Hello.
Going to be spending a few calories. Funny how you spelt my name out as calories, because I don't think calories have anything at all to do with metabolism. I think it's a completely inappropriate metric of a cog that's not even connected to the flywheel. I think that's the easiest way to boil it down. Was that a good analogy?
I actually kind of zoned out on that one, sorry. I was reading the comments.
Yeah, that happens to me a lot too. Yeah.
But
just
yes,
agree with me.
I'll just say yes.
Just tell me how brilliant I am.
That was amazing,
I know,
Gar. I don't know how you come up with these sort of things sometimes. It just blows my mind.
Yeah, that's what she said.
Yeah.
Spoon feed. Okay, Paul salad, I don't know. We don't really care. What are the likely causes of insomnia on a carnivore diet? I think in the first year or two, melatonin balance, because of its linkage with the carbohydrate thing a bit, until your body gets its act together.
Under-eating.
Yes. Good.
That will do it.
Yep. If that's what you're doing.
Yeah. I don't know though.
Right.
I think also just adaptation. I remember when I was like the first few weeks, my sleep was so strange. It wasn't like insomnia. Well, yeah, sometimes I was waking up more it was just bizarre sleep, and then it settled down. So it could just be that as well. But
I think orange is your colour.
do you think? I think I preferred the green one. It's quite fun though. I never wear orange.
Well, there you go. Perhaps you should wear more orange.
Yeah, maybe so.
Maybe. All right. I thought you were pretty cute in the yellow one as well.
The yellow?
Yeah.
I think they're all just great, to be honest.
They're awesome. Yeah. I don't know about the icy blue one or the grey one.
Really? I want to try. The
well,
grey one is a bit boring. The blue one I'll do next.
all right. There you go. So you're here for another week.
Apparently so.
All right. I suppose I should answer that question there since I had it up. You can go first. Besides you and me, who are the best carnivores out there?
My favourite is Dr. Chafee.
Yep.
I think he speaks so well. He's very logical, very reasoned, doesn't jump to a lot of conclusions. Yeah, he's also just, he's a nice person, you know, his interviews are amazing. So him.
Yep.
Would you agree?
Yep.
Yeah.
Come on, you forgot to add that he's dreamy.
He is slightly dreamy.
Yeah. Dear oh dear. Ted was absolutely smitten with Anthony Chafee when he had a cuddle with him.
I've still not seen that video.
I will find that
You
for
have
you.
to find
I promise
it.
to find it.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a video of Ted having a cuddle with Anthony Chafee, and Anthony's going like,
Jealous.
oh my god! And Ted was lapping it up.
What a tart.
I know, he's anybody's. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Right.
And then of course Professor Bart K. Oh my god.
So, do you mean the collar and tie version where nobody will be seen next Tuesday, or do you mean the general affectation character of the one who tells everybody about next Tuesday?
This one, whatever this one is.
Right. She
It's the
likes a
best
man in
one.
uniform.
Yeah.
All right. I've even got the trousers on today.
Yeah, I was noticing.
Now, there's a reason for that.
Why?
Because I'm wearing, underneath these trousers, I'm wearing running shorts, and the shirt is longer than the running shorts, and the tunic is longer than the running shorts. It would have been just,
That
it would have been very
outrageous.
uncomfortable. It would have been just wrong.
Yeah.
So, we have the official leg coverings on.
Oh, go on, get that leg up.
See?
There you go.
Oh, my God.
For
I need to do-
flexibility.
I know, lack of it, especially a day after badly playing cricket.
Ooh, yeah.
And then running up and downstairs. Right, let's get back to some sensible questions about carbohydrates. Is carbohydrates interfering with the ability of our body to naturally produce nitric oxide, which is a vasodilator? Not to my knowledge. There might be a mechanism that I'm unaware of. Are you aware of anything?
I wouldn't be able to comment on this one.
Right. Not really.
The noob.
Thermodynamics, isn't it? Thermodynamics. No, I'm not aware of a mechanism. Are you? If so, let us have it, and we can discuss its plausibility. Ted will have an opinion, won't you, Ted? Yep, good. Hello from Malta.
Ooh, exotic. Hello.
Have you been to Malta?
No.
Oh, neither have I. I've been to Zante. Went rock climbing there for a few weeks.
Nice.
There was some pretty hairy stuff we did. Woo! 2 and 3 pitches. Up cliff face. Yeah. Okay. I'm on a carnivore diet, which 4 out of 7 days consists of blah 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 blah. Any issues with this? Do you really think I have time to read through that and think about that here on the live stream? Maybe you should book in for a consultancy and I can tell you, let's have a look.
And 4 out of 7 days, what are you doing on the other 3 days?
Exactly. There might be some problems in there.
Could be some...
But at 180 centimetres and 85 kilos, it doesn't look like there's a problem in terms of fat carriage. If there are no problems with your affect, are you inflamed or have signs and symptoms of inflammation? Is your bowel function as it should be? Are you mass stable and body composition stable? Is your energy stable? Is your mood stable? Or do you go completely mad once a week, put on a military uniform and pretend to be the commander of some military organisation?
Yeah, can't be having that.
No. It's good fun though, isn't it? Yeah. Finally got the stupid phone to work. Hello. Coach
Hello.
Angela Mullins. Good speaking with you the other day. Nice to meet you it was, and all of that. She's a very nice lady. Coach Angela Mullins.
Hello.
Anyone that wants coaching, go and see Coach Angela Mullins. Yeah. Right, question. Since Carnivore, I systematically wake up in the middle of the night. Systematically? You mean predictably? Have you had clients with similar case? Yes, I have. Yep, I do have some ideas around sleep, and those are consultancy issues because it's quite individual as to what might be your particular thing that's causing the sleep issue. Do you know much about sleep science, or did they teach you that? Or did you do a rotation in that?
Not in nursing. No.
Okay.
Patients don't sleep in hospitals. It's so loud. The blue light is terrible. I mean, they do sleep, but the sleep is not good, which is a shame because obviously sleep is a very healing thing. So.
Yeah. Should we call diabetics carb poisoning instead?
You could call it carbohydrate toxicity, yeah.
Yep, absolutely, agreed.
I actually think it's a far more accurate description of it than a chronic disease, that's for sure.
And certainly, it's far more accurate than placing the blame or the etiology underpinning the pathology as insulin resistance, whatever the hell that is. Yeah, I know what it is. I know how it's worked out, probably better than most of you. Don't jump all over that. He doesn't know what it is. Yes, I fucking do. I'm saying it's nonsense. Insulin resistance. Goodness gracious. In the way that it's thought about and communicated about, because you say the word and it's a begging the question fallacy that this is a pathology. Well, you've got insulin resistance. This is pathological. It's the etiology of diabetes, No, it fucking isn't. Wrong. No. It's secondary to it. It's the effect of the thing that we're parsimoniously referring to as the Randall cycle. He didn't call it that. Some other people called it that. When he first proposed it, he called it the glycerol fatty acid cycle.
Okay, not as catchy.
No. And when it was kind of finally attributed, well, this was the first guy that proposed this thing probably existed. They put his name on it.
Nice.
He got a knighthood too.
Yeah.
Sir Philip Randall.
Wow. Good on him.
Yeah. Yeah, so does Frank Tufano. I'm here all week. What would be the average lifespan of people on a strict carnivore diet? You mean from conception, including, what was received from the mother? No reason to believe it would be, like if you just people got out of their own stupid way and stopped actively killing ourselves over a lifetime, i.e. shortening our lifespans with choices that we make. If we stop doing that, the genetic potential for a human lifespan, according to the comparative anatomists, physiologists, geneticists, those kind of people that kind of are in the know in this, my take on what they're saying is that 120 to 150 years should not be at all remarkable for the physiology that human beings have when compared to other animals and blah-de-blah-de-blah and whatever different ways they do these things. So the fact that people tend to be living to around about 79 and around about 82 for men and women, I think it is, worldwide. It means we're actually getting to about half of it, or just over half of our genetic potential. So I think carnivore diet is one thing that you could do. There are 4 other things I think a person could do throughout their lifespan that might be handy, with the caveat that number 2, the cereal products, probably isn't really necessary until around about 18 years of age, unless the child younger than that has a condition that might potentially be impacted by elevated stem cells. Otherwise, probably no benefit for that one. But the rest of them, pretty good, I think. And then anything else is number 6 and below. Although there is a lot of talk about EMF, isn't there, as being an important thing.
I think it's quite interesting, but we don't know a lot.
We don't, and we can't discount any possibility that non-native EMF is a problem, but I'm struggling to see the mechanism by which it might be, personally, on the basis that the energy level of sunlight is in the terahertz range. The most powerful non-native EMF that's being used for general communications around the world is 5G, isn't it? Which is an order of magnitude less powerful than sunlight. Now, I'm not saying sunlight can't do damage if you get too much of that. I got too much yesterday, for example. But, I don't know. 24 hours a day bathed in 5G, I don't know. I can't see it, but it might still be a problem. Maybe we should all sleep with our heads inside Faraday cages or something, or our whole bodies. We should set up a Faraday cage bed.
That'll do it.
That's what she said. Can't live with them. Can't live with them. Really? It's Ted's fault. Right, what's this? When they make the Bart K biopic, who do you want to play you? Which actor should play me?
Oh, I see. Yeah.
In the movie about me.
Who's doing that?
Well, this is it. This is begging the question fallacy, isn't it? Who's making a movie about me?
Who's making a movie about you?
That'd be cool, though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think Johnny Depp would do a good job.
Oh, my God.
He's so funny.
Yeah. Perhaps you could do it all piratey.
Yeah. Exactly. Yeah, he would have you down.
Yes, much more better. All right. Okay. We have some Swedish kronor. We like Swedish kronor.
How do you say thank you in Swedish?
Tack så mycket.
Tack så mycket. Is that right?
Tack så mycket.
Tack så mycket.
Well, that's bad pronunciation by me, probably.
I'll ask him.
Så mycket.
I'll ask the boss.
Tack så mycket. I think it's better. Yeah, she'll know. Well, she claims not to be able to speak Swedish anymore because she's been away for 17 years or something and only spoken English. And I'm like, well, what language do you actually think in or dream in? And she's like, English.
Yeah.
So she's clearly converted fully.
Yeah.
I can't imagine how
That's
a person
so mind-blowing how
yeah.
you can change what language you're thinking.
Exactly.
I couldn't even imagine.
No, me neither. Ted's been twiddling the knobs longer than that. Goodness.
Plus a couple.
Yep. 1, 2, miss a few. 99, 100. Okay. Over the last year, gone from keto to carnivore. Well done. During this time, my LDL has gone from 300 to 700. So what? What has caused this to rise? Again, it's under the control of your genes, reacting to the position in which you're placing those genes. LDL is consistent mid-70s and trigs consistently 80 to 100. Fantastic! No problems there at all. None whatsoever. The medical fraternity would tell you otherwise. They'd tell you that that's a dangerously high level of LDL. Of course, it's based in complete fantasy. There's no science underpinning that position statement whatsoever. It's bought and paid for, in fact. And it's false. LDL is not the proximal cause of atherosclerotic disease burden, and as such, intervention in its creation according to the edicts of our genes, which really actually know what they're doing, none of it makes any sense, unless you are a company making drugs that interfere with the production of cholesterol and its carriers, therefore, in which case it makes perfect sense. Billions and billions and billions of dollars worth of sense is how much sense it makes. But as a health issue for a human being, saying your LDL is too high is absolute fucking nonsense. There's no such animal as that. No such thing is what I mean by saying that. I only say that because my mum used to always say that. There's no such animal, son. She also used to say, and still does say actually, quite a few things like, oh, for fuck's sake, shut up. And she was on her best behaviour when she was here the other day. Because normally she's telling me all sorts of things about my parentage and such. And no, she's not really. She's actually quite impressed these days with my with my elevation in society, my huge successes.
Very good.
The fact that I'm a lord.
Oh yeah, that is very impressive.
That was impressive. She loved that. That was hilarious. Of course, she was saying, well, doesn't the mother get something though, by way of a title? Sadly, no. Well,
No.
she does in Pimbatia.
Yeah.
She gets Her Royal Highness, I guess. Mother of the consort or something.
She's royalty around here. She's lovely. She was very chatty.
Yes, and she wore a lot of orange, didn't she?
Did she? I don't even remember.
There you go. No, she is. She likes a chin wag, does Mum?
She does.
She has, well, coming up for 80 years of experience to make sure that I remember everything I've ever done wrong in my life and stuff. That's her job. She's got one fucking job.
She does it well.
Yes. With love. Yes. Yeah. Good. Okay. Let's carry on. Jeez, we're getting behind. There's Harry in the house again. Thoughts on supplementing with vitamin D3 from sheep wool lanolin, using sunlight to synthesize it. Living in the Scandinavians. No sun in the winter, basically. Okay. The only time that D3 supplementation is indicated is if there is an identified problem secondary to an identified vitamin D3 deficiency. In my mind, anyway. Others like to take it prophylactically. I think that's a mistake. Mostly because most D3 preparations that you can purchase are purchased in an oil. That oil being a seed oil, which could be inherently problematic because it's a seed oil. And secondarily because 2/3 of commercial supplements, of an omega-3 supplement, sure, that was tested by Pim and some other bloke at one point a few years ago. She found 2/3 of them to be badly tainted with aldehydes, like the base oils. So that's likely to be the same thing in D3 supplements, I would have thought. A few leaps of faith there, but I just think caution is probably the better part of valor. And if your genes have been hanging around up in the Scandinavians for some time, a number of generations, then you're probably actually adapted to having a more annual variable cycle of vitamin D3 levels. Your body stores it in the summer when you get plenty of sun, so long as you bear that pasty white skin to some of that sun. Yeah?
And what are your thoughts on sun cream?
I don't use it. That's why I got too much sun yesterday. There's also a big hole in the ozone around here and Australia.
Really strong here.
It's really strong, and like people say, you can't burn if you're a carnivore. That is not true here. Yes, you can. And I did a bit yesterday. However, I have woken up this morning with a bit more sort of brown, a lot less red, a lot less, it's not painful, and I don't think I'll peel much. Whereas I used to just like peel. It was kind of a rite of passage in New Zealand to get burned every summer at least once. Like, to the point of peeling and stuff. Anyways, that's how we used to roll. Also, the internet wasn't invented, cell phones weren't invented, and a car was a thing that any bloke could probably open up the bonnet and fix things on. There were no computers in it or anything like that. It was a piece of mechanical machinery that made sense. Also, we had to live in shoebox by side of road.
Oh my.
You tell the youth of today and they just don't believe you. What do you mean you didn't have any mobile telephones? Well, they weren't invented. We used to fuck around and find out as kids and do stuffs and things, and we were crazy. Feral.
That's the way, though. I think it's a shame that so many kids are inside now on iPads.
Yep.
That's a tragedy in my eyes.
Again, one of these very specific questions that's leading towards and asking us to desperately say yes, and what you're saying there makes perfect sense. So, yep, sure. If you have a problem with histamines, that's something you might want to watch a bit.
If not, then I don't see an issue with leftover food.
Absolutely. Positively. All right. In it. Yeah, in it. It's LEG, in it. Is that kind of in it you mean? Yeah, it's short for is it not? In it. Can atherosclerotic plaques be stabilized, reduced in size, or regressed? Yes. There we go. didn't think of that. Ted could be a breatharian.
Ah, that would make a lot of sense, actually.
Still, he does actually get to absorb a lot of calories from the studio lights on a Sunday.
Oh, yeah.
Saturday for most of you. I know it's Saturday for most
strong.
of you. Yes. Ted is a bit like that bloke who can't spell his name without a number, though. He thinks staring directly at the light is a good idea. He probably thinks Earth is flat and salt is rock as well. Don't you, Ted? People who want to know what Ted's opinions on things are should probably follow Ted on X. HRH stands for His Royal Highness _Ted. That's where you find him. And you'll also find out that he's not short of a word. In fact, he has many short words. It's usually the same one. It's the one that refers to next Tuesday. And he's right. Many people are. Seriously. Hello from Sweden. Hey, hey.
Hello.
Hey, sans feisan. Hur mår du? Är det bra? Cold Sweden. All right. Did you like my Swedish just now? Wasn't that
really,
impressive?
Really good.
Yeah.
No idea what you said, but...
That's what Pim says every time I use some
No
Swedish.
idea.
Yeah, that is what she said.
That is what she said. For the first time.
Yeah, sorry about the dish thing. If that was, you should have a limiter on your speakers. If you don't, lamb fat.
It's pretty good.
It is. I love lamb
Delicious.
fat. I had some lamb chops last night.
Me too.
After I demolished the rest of those ribs that were so well done in the crock pot, the slow cooker, that you could actually chew through and eat the bones easily.
Without even
softened.
knowing you were eating it. It was
awesome.
crazy.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I found a tofu that matches the protein of meat.
No, you didn't. What's next?
Also, meat is not just about protein. There's so much more to
Oh my
eating
God.
meat than just protein.
Yes.
Which tofu, good luck finding a tofu that matches everything else. Iron, B12, and the rest.
And from what meat are you getting phytoestrogens?
Yes.
Howdy. Looking very gorilla. Yeah, gorilla in this context is G-U-E-R. You know, okay, gorilla, not gorilla.
Looking very gorilla.
Gorilla.
Thank you. I think that's a compliment.
Me Tarzan. She Lucy.
Yeah.
Jane got fired. Wouldn't make that's what she said jokes.
Oh, that's enough.
Yeah.
See you
outta here.
later.
Bye. All right. Is soy milk good for health? Jesus. No.
It's not milk. It's
That's
not
right.
a real food.
Nope. No. Phytoestrogens again.
And probably seed oils. You can get a lot of these alternative milks. They have sunflower oil or something else in them as well.
Yes.
So, no.
Yes. In terms of nutrition-wise, milk is the lactation of a mammal or a duck-billed platypus.
Is that not a mammal?
No. They lay
Is it
eggs.
a bird? Wow. But you can milk it.
Well, not personally, no. I've never milked a duck-billed platypus, but
Oh,
they
you should
are
get one here.
They are egg layers that also have mammary glands.
Wow, I didn't know that.
And the males have a spike on their forearm here at the elbow
Yep.
that, bang, if they jab you with it, it sets off every pain receptor in your body for hours
Wow.
and sets your blood pressure through the roof and can be very
Okay,
easily
let's
fatal.
not get one of those.
We don't want it. And they have a duck bill and they have like a sleek coat, like a.
They're pretty aggressive, yeah.
Only if you get between them and their calf, like I did last night with that mum. Yeah, I should have known better.
Yeah.
But I was standing right between her and the baby.
A new calf on the scenes here.
Got charged. It was funny as fuck.
Did you actually?
Yeah, well, to the point it was a faux charge. Stop right in front, like get out of my way. And I'm like, yep, cool.
Damn.
I understand your message clearly. It's quite like what Pim does. You know, it's a faux charge. She stops just short. And
I
it's
don't
like,
know. I could see her going all the way though.
Yeah.
If need be.
Cross her fully, and yep, yeah. All right. Do you know a paper study about DHAA contents in meat, and one that shows it's preferable over ascorbic acid? This is a begging the question fallacy again, because what you're assuming there is that vitamin C is required in high doses in human beings, and that more is better. Both of those are fallacies. The required level of vitamin C in the blood of a carnivorous eating human being is in the nanograms per deciliter range to stave off scurvy and to provide all the vitamin C required as a cofactor for collagen production, it seems. Okay, so more is not better, and so saying this form is better than that form becomes a null and void question, I think. Nice try. Was that educational?
Very.
Good. Yeah. Why is the need for vitamin C in humans so low? Well, it's because the transporter for vitamin C is GLUT4. So if you're not pouring carbohydrates down your neck, thus jamming up your GLUT4 transporters all the time, trucking all this carbohydrate around, then there are so many more receptors available to pick up very much smaller concentrations of vitamin C, get them into cells where they do their magics. That's the theory. Yeah, good. Boy, they're getting a real seeing to this week, aren't they?
Covering quite a lot.
That's what she said.
All the classics.
Yeah. No tofu, no tofu. Yes. Your warm voice is soothing.
I have a warm voice. Maybe it's the British accent.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Eat main meal in the middle of the day. Sleeping might be disturbed if you have a big steak before bed.
Yeah, that's a good point. Going back to what could cause waking up at night. Yeah. Just eating too late. Potentially.
Yeah, energy is a construct. Everything boils down to specific metabolic interactions between specific chemical speciations, different molecules, etc. The whole idea of energy is a construct that we have to invoke in order to make any kind of logical sense of the objective reality in which we find ourselves, where the effects of the construct that we're referring to as energy can be noted and measured, but not the thing itself. You'll notice that all measurements of energy are always framed in the as its effect on a certain thing, a certain other system. Like the calorie is the measurement of the amount of kinetic energy that is required to speed up the molecules of 1 gram of water to the point where it has a temperature 1 degree C higher than it did before. So it's the movement of the water molecules that's the thing that we can observe and measure, not the energy that so-called did that. Then we have a model, a mathematical model of reality called the Standard Model of Particle Physics, which tells us what makes up the interactions between things, what are the physical carriers of force between one thing and another thing. And in the case of kinetic movement of molecules, that's the reaction, the repulsive force between one set of valence electrons and another one. And the thing that mediates that force is a thing called a pseudo-photon. It's called a pseudo-photon because it does not exist long enough or meaningfully enough in our frame of reference that it matters, apparently. There you go. There's some physics as well, just for fun. Random but curious to know, have you come across differential learning or constraints-led approach regarding motor skill development? Only in a cursory way. I did some of that kind of stuff in my undergraduate qualification, the first one I did. Have you come across that?
No. No, I've not.
Apparently Dr. Paul Mason is the GOAT.
He is. I just wish he had more content out.
I thought you said Chafee was the GOAT. He'll be upset now.
Yeah. To be fair, they are actually... I only prefer Chafee because he has so much content.
Because he's so dreamy.
And he's very active.
Dreamy.
And dreamy.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, Paul Mason, he has amazing lectures, but he's just not as chatty.
Yeah. Hello from the middle of Europe.
Hello.
Hello. Are you not telling us specifically where in the middle of Europe for any...
Mysterious.
Secret?
Ooh.
All right. Will you collaborate with Face IQ? Jesus Christ. Will I collaborate with Face IQ? Yes. I have invited him to collaborate with me. He responded saying, yeah, that'd be cool. I sent him my email address. Hello, Face IQ. Hello. Do I not meet your beauty standards? Am I not dreamy enough? I feel rejected, neglected, infected, inspected, and detected. Most of those things I don't feel. Just make shit up as I go along, isn't it? Yeah.
Good plan.
Yes. Haha, yes, KKLs was written on purpose. Good. Yes. I wouldn't spend so-called energy. Aha, love it. So-called energy. You're more than welcome. Stefan is feeling and recovering better, having used a mixed diet and under-eating beforehand. Oh, is that a follow-on to the other question? I don't know.
I can't remember the context.
Anyway, it's not a question,
Sorry.
so whatever. Thank you for your statement. Doesn't claim to be a question, mine. I'm easily distracted. Here's one that claims to be a question. Better be. There'll be trouble if not. Won't there? Is one meal a day compatible with cereal products, or should I consider eating more often? I feel great doing one meal a day, and I would wish to keep this pattern if I am to include cereal products. Yes, it is absolutely compatible. I do that myself. I have one major meal in a day, plus or minus slamming some biscuits if my lovely sister who's here makes some biscuits, because I say, you know what would be awesome? Some biscuits.
I want a cookie.
Now, why might that have been the case? Well, who knows? As I say, what goes on in Pimbatia behind the scenes, yes, is subject to being very much a confidential matter. Yes, isn't it?
You have to
Classified.
come here and find out.
That's right. That's right. Come here and find out. And you know, all you need to do really is like put in a meaningful, useful period of roughly 20 hours a week of doing stuffs at Ted's discretion as to what those stuffs are. We'll look after you. We might even let you leave.
Except there are no beds now.
Well, at the moment, but we can easily rectify that situation too. Yeah. It is full house at the moment, so you can come here at a different stage when less people are here, or fewer. Fewer is the correct word there. Goodness me. Anyway, Sarul, yep, good stuff. Get it down here. On one meal, fine. Yep. On the labels it says take with food, don't take with food for various different products. I have found personally that there's very little importance in that. It's there, but yeah. Cool. Given what carnivores know to be true, well, I mean about the secret handshake and stuff, yeah, about the role of carbohydrates, or boring, in the development of diabetes, yes, how do you make sense of the individuals who claim to reverse their diabetes through vegan? This is a clever smoke and mirrors, obfuscation, look over there, shiny thing, type shift and bait that they use a bit. Here's the deal. They are comparing themselves to a person on the standard Western or standard American diet, which is generally far too rich in a mixture of both carbohydrates and fats, thus activating the Randall cycle thing that we've spoken about several times today to a high level, thus concomitantly leading to a number of issues around the control of insulin in the blood, the control of glucose in the blood, the things that are referred to as the diabetic process. It's that diet that causes that. Remove pretty much all the fat, which is what the vegans do, and you alleviate that system, so that system doesn't rear its ugly head. But I'll tell you what, if you want to go vegan, other systems will crap out on you, and the veganism will rear its ugly head at some point. The statistics tell us that 84% of vegans who ever start being vegans stop within 5 years. That's what 84% is, within 5 years. And 90% of those people state catastrophic health failure of some kind as their reason for quitting it. It's because it's destitute of nutrient.
It's not a human diet.
No, it's not.
Nicely said.
So, there's that one. Is there a study to prove that viscosity attenuates when grounded? Yes. Is there any way of actually seeing this? Yes, if you go to my video, Grounding and Earthing in 5 minutes or less, everything you need to know, I splash up on the screen the front page and title of about 19 different articles, Mike the Vegan style, in that video. Look, and this, and this, and this, and look, and that, and stuff. It's in there. In other words, the title and the front page of the paper, you can go and search the thing out and find it for yourself. It's probably a pilot study of n equals about 12, but, you know, whatever, it's still a pretty, you know, it's a starting point. I don't know, could be wrong with that. They might have larger numbers, I can't remember. But definitely they got some probes in there and did some measurements of viscosity effectively through some cunning scientific-y type stuff. Yes. Greetings! Hello, greetings. I am 1 month into strict carnivore and have nocturia 1 to 2 times a night, no matter how much salt I eat. It was the same when I first tried carnivore. So it has to do with my diet. Any advice? It sounds very much like you're not getting enough protein, and in one whack. 1 meal a day, all of your protein in one hit if possible. 2 grams per kilo of lean or ideal body mass. That should solve that problem for you. If not, you need to consult, I think. Anything else, Lucy?
I would go with that. Or sometimes people drink a lot of water right before bed. Sometimes that can also just be it. What are your fluid habits that could potentially be contributing? But I would go with what Bart says.
I would too, because it's the law.
It's the law.
I'm the science me, safe and effective. Trust me. Don't question the science, even though that's exactly how you do science. No questioning. Safe and effective.
Also, 1 month in is still very early. It may just be something that you need to adapt through, potentially. Potentially not, but patience.
Yep. Hey, Stephen. Good to see you, mate. We must chat again soon. Keep the natives on their toes. Stephen is one of the few blokes who's older than me that looks younger than me, I think.
Is he older than you?
Yeah.
He looks
considerably.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, he looks good, yeah.
Yeah. He's dreamy too.
So dreamy.
So dreamy. There you go. Anthony Hopkins. No, he's not dreamy. He was frightening in Silence of the Lambs. My word, that was my first introduction to Anthony Hopkins. Incredible bit of acting that was done there. Are you new here? I'm glad there are new people. New people is great.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's probably a good point too, about manufactured supplements of various kinds. The route by which they were manufactured can be an issue, absolutely. Okay, the mechanism from earlier. Glucose causes small vessels to be dysfunctional. Okay. Endothelial cell dysfunction, okay. By making those vessels too constrict. Glucose is not a vasoconstrictor. Directly. You would have to be talking about long-term damage to the endothelial linings, including some glycated materials. Probably glycated LDLs are the most likely thing that you'll find in there, but that still doesn't make them causal. Plunk. We need to learn to build deterministic models in our mind. If you're looking for the proximal cause of anything, you need that one thing that cannot be itself explained by something higher up. As we went through that hierarchy in reverse, we started. Remember earlier on, if you weren't here, you should rewind. It was great. It was absolute fucking gold, wasn't it? Ted was the star of that. He was awesome.
He put in a shift.
Yeah, he did. He really did. What have you been doing? Have you been while you've been here, in terms of other than the live streams? Have you been putting in the shift?
Yeah. Yesterday I spent 8 hours, a few breaks, making a mineral lick for your goats.
Nice.
Yeah, it was. Oh, the measuring was.
The measuring was intense, was it?
It was intense.
Yeah. What else was intense?
I don't know.
Okay. Right.
Nothing.
Are you sure?
Good.
Good. Eat organs for D3. You don't need to eat organs for D3 at all. D3 can be constructed molecularly from the ground up, i.e. from acetyl coenzyme A units. There's a pathway to there. The final step involves sunlight, UV light at the skin, but you don't need to get it by eating it. You can make your own. And that's also under the control of your gene set, which reacts to the environment in which you place it. Isn't that clever? It's called homeostasis. It's a big word. It's bigger than wheelbarrow. Okay. What are your thoughts on tanning beds? What are your thoughts on tanning beds? Do you do tanning beds?
No. I don't know much about. I don't know. I mean, it's not the sun. I know that. So it's not a normal thing for the human body to be exposed to. So probably best to not do it. Just go outside. Go somewhere sunny. It's a bit of a vanity thing, I suppose, tanning beds. So I feel like.
So there you go. A lass from Scotland telling us to go somewhere sunny.
Yeah. Go to New Zealand. It's very sunny here.
Yes. And if anybody doubted at all Lucy's braveness and willingness to get involved and have a go, first of all, she's putting up with my shit on these live streams with quite some aplomb, let's be fair. But secondly, just in life in general, this is a young lady with a home counties accent living in Edinburgh. Woo! That's brave by itself. Yeah.
And I lived in Glasgow for 4 years.
Oh my God.
That's brave.
Yes, that's impressive. A true soldier.
Thank you.
Have you been to Murrayfield?
The rugby stadium. Yeah.
Did you watch rugby there?
No.
Okay. Good.
I was invited once. I said, no, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm busy.
Yeah, I'm not much for the rugby myself. I know I handed my Kiwi card, but I'm actually very much I'm a rugby league man, absolutely through and through. I used to be a referee at provincial level.
Oh, wow.
I know. You wouldn't believe it, would you?
No.
I've done many things.
Lived many lives.
I have. Maybe I'm an immortal and I just haven't told you yet.
Yeah, that would explain a lot.
Yeah, okay. Which you'll understand why at a certain age I'll have to just disappear and come back 20 or 30 years later when no one expects it as somebody else. Yeah. Okay. Anyway, let's deal with the question. Your thoughts on sodium acetate and sodium ascorbate? Okay. Some local meat cuts here do contain them, mainly minced meat. Okay. Well, both of those will be being added as curative / prevention of going off type things. Preservatives, that's the word, thank you.
No problem.
Good. Yeah, so that'll be what they're also antioxidant things, supposedly. Are they a problem? Well, like anything else, too much of anything can be a problem, but you do have kidneys, and kidneys are quite good at dealing with such things, so long as you're not bathing those kidneys in too much insulin all the time. Because you do that and they're unable to excrete things like sodium, leading to that hypertension that we were talking about, leading to that turbulent blood flow, leading to the atherosclerotic lesioning, that hierarchy of what causes what. Yeah. Will you do any more streams with Harry Sopanos? I love Harry, but Harry is best to do his thing, I think. because he has so much he wants to say, and he obviously also has quite the lung capacity, or the ability to fill his lungs again before anyone gets a word in. I love you, Harry, but no, Harry's best doing his thing by himself, I think. Maybe, you know, as a guest appearance here and there, in which case, you know, good. Dear, I think we're being baited, Lucy.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. We're not playing your game. Right, the final act in the Bart movie. Yes, how does that go? Would have me facing off against Peter Attia. No, Peter Attia is not the end boss. No. Absolutely not. God, no. Yeah. Who do you think the end boss is?
In your movie?
Yeah.
It's Pim. You kidding? Who else is it going to be? There's no chance you're getting by it.
Who's going to play Pim?
Pim? Only Pim can play Pim.
Yeah. Can we please imitate the Vagunarized laugh? How's that? I don't know. I hope we're catching up. Where did you learn to extrude such breathtaking charisma? This must be for you.
I don't think they're talking about you.
No, I don't think it's me. Or maybe it's Ted.
Oh, it's Ted.
Yeah. The Earth is a teddy bear. Oh, interesting thought.
It is in Ted's world.
It's still an oblate spheroid. Still isn't flat. Still isn't a teddy bear. Still isn't supported on the backs of any number of turtles or elephants. Have you... Oh, God, he's been having surgery now, has he? Have you seen Frank Tufano's botched eye surgery journey? He's been having plastic. All right. And the schizo gang-stalking delusions he has developed. Yes, I don't think he's a well man. Yeah, well, I think we can just feel a bit of... What is it? Empathy for his situation, but we can leave him to it a bit. There you go. Hey!
What is thank you again?
Taksamiki.
Taksamiki.
Apparently, Minsk were... Bra? There you go.
Exactly that.
I always say Minsk got into Samiki Duktik, but...
Yeah, sure.
Yeah. Okay, a guy with a number in his name, that guy, yes, that guy with a number in his name, says, so is toxic. What? So is toxic because it literally has an LD50 value. Doesn't everything have an LD50 value? Everything that does degrade in that way, yes. But basically, the take-home message is to be a bit more discerning about to whom it is you seek information from. We get the comedy, we get the humour of that clown, but in terms of as a good source of information, no. Don't ask a question more than once, by the way. If Pim was here, she'd be chewing your head off for that. Off with her head, says the Queen. So there's some classification that places the platypus in as a mammal, but it lays eggs. So, I mean, you can classify things however you like. It's like classifying what's a carnivore. Well, a carnivore is any animal that eats any other amount of any other animal, or even the same animal.
Any amount?
Yeah. But then they say, well, okay, so we need different categories of carnivore. Then we need facultative carnivores, we need obligate carnivores, we need hypercarnivores.
Is this like any amount in the absence of plants, though, right?
No. The absence of plants
is... that would be omnivore.
Well, that's the thing. There is crossover in the verbiage and what it means. A carnivore, strictly, is any animal that eats any amount of any other animal or even the same one, still. There you go.
That's a bit confusing, though,
It
isn't
is.
it?
Most of us take it to mean we eat ostensibly only animal products or close to only animal products, and that we don't periodically slam an entire batch of biscuits.
No, who would do that?
I don't know. I tell you what, though, I felt like shit for 2 days.
Yeah, you were feeling it. There was one day he was like napping all day. Carbohydrates are no good, guys. No good.
No good at all. But fuck, they were good. Yeah.
That's the problem.
Yeah. Okay. Who wants to steal elephant seal milk?
I'm good, thanks.
Yeah, no, I think I'll skip on that one as well. We've got plenty of relatively
I milked
fatty
a
milk.
sheep this
There
morning,
you go.
so we're good.
Yeah. How was that?
Bit shitty, not gonna lie. And she was kicking a lot today.
All
but
right. Because you love being spattered with shit and body fluids,
that's just
don't you?
my life.
Yeah.
Yeah, literally. I've gone from being a nurse to being a farmer. It's the same thing.
Yeah. You still just get
Same
splattered
thing.
with mucus and shit.
Yeah.
And yeah.
And
She was
that-
funny the other day. She was like, oh, that's minging.
It's just minging.
Yeah.
There's this one sheep that really likes to like eat with its nose. It inhales all this like powdery stuff and it sneezes on you and snots on you and it's disgusting. It
Yeah.
is pure minging.
Yeah. Can you get clots if you're on a carnivore diet? No, we all bleed to death every time we cut our finger. That's what happens. Yeah, that's why there's so few of us in the world, really. It's a real problem we have. Of course you can get blood clots. I think if you mean, is it likely or more likely that we'll get blood clots? No, of course it isn't. That's the normal state of being. It's the species-appropriate, species-specific diet. Tell us about blood clots.
What about them?
Well, this is it. I mean, go wherever you want, really.
Blood clots are bad. You don't want them.
Unless, of course, you've cut your finger.
Yeah, that's true.
It's all about context, isn't it?
It is very true. But yeah, you don't want a blood clot and cause strokes or death or
Yeah,
PEs, pulmonary embolisms. No good.
Yeah. Do you see how this comment here is exactly the same as the comment that you wrote there 2 comments beforehand?
But they didn't put the Q last time, so they were actually
I
being a good
see.
student. Let's
All right,
give
I
them
see.
the benefit of the
Good.
doubt.
All right, then. All right.
Or else
Yeah. At least you'll get out her stick.
she did not say that.
Horse crop.
She'll never say that one.
No. Well, you never know these days, do you, really? Apparently there's people being arrested. A school teacher that's been arrested in Ireland
Really?
for refusing to call a child they.
Yeah, they shouldn't be arrested for
No,
that.
no.
Freedom of speech.
Interesting, isn't it? That the world is such a place.
Yeah, it's very sad.
Hello, Patty. How are you? How's Francois? Is he well? Ted sends his love and kisses to Francois. And yes, perhaps one day they'll meet. Francois is a small frog toy.
Oh, right.
Well, not that small. He's about, well, he's a bit taller than Ted, I think. Is
Oh,
Francois.
really?
Yes,
That's
I think
not
he
that
is.
small.
Yep. Anyway, what have you got to say, Patty? Me, you what? But can we go to California instead? What? I think she's making a date behind our backs.
Yeah, I think they're
with
having
somebody
their
else.
own private. They can.
Yeah,
have
they
at
put
it.
well. Frankly, wouldn't you? Face IQ lol. Is Face IQ here, or are you just saying lol? Face IQ in general. Don't know. Okay.
See your response to the blood clot question. Were you not inferring on risk then? How can you make a statement like that?
I was saying that there's nothing that I'm aware of that would lead a person on a carnivore diet to be more likely to suffer problematic blood clotting for any reason, because it is the species-appropriate, species-specific diet. Why would it?
Right.
All else being
Still.
equal in a generally healthy person, because it had to be a question aimed at the middle of the bell-shaped curve, didn't it?
I suppose so.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. All right. Would carnivore help sciatica in any way? Oh my God, really? Sciatica is a pinched nerve.
Though it could be caused by inflammation.
Yes, good. Like it.
So potentially, it depends why you have sciatica in the first place. Like I actually have a hip, like a chronic hip pain that sometimes when it becomes inflamed, causes sciatica, and carnivores help me with that. So it's an anti-inflammatory diet, but again, you probably needs like physiotherapy input for sciatica issues potentially.
Yep.
It's not just about diet, obviously. So
yes, multifaceted, rich tapestry, and such platitudes as that.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. What is your response to carbohydrate advocates who claim that low-carb diets long-term lead to elevated cortisol levels? Question mark. Very good. Perfectly formatted. Lucy, go.
Well, long-term carbohydrate diets cause diabetes, so I think, you know, to advocate for a diet because of the shortcomings of another one is kind of rich when you're advocating for a carbohydrate diet. Elevated cortisol levels, maybe. Is it meant to be elevated, perhaps, to that level? Who's to know what too high is?
Ah, good.
I'm sure you've got more of an in-depth opinion on this.
Yes, cortisol is high according to whom, on the basis of
Yeah.
what? And I think you'll find that one's cortisol level is under the control of one's gene set. That gene set being best conduced to all ends to maintain the homeostasis of the mechanism to its best potentiality given the circumstances to hand at that time. Does that make sense? Just say yes.
Yes.
It's easier. Good. All right. A lot of people refer to cortisol as a stress hormone. Well, number one, stress is different from distress. Stress is indicated. No stress is dead, which is contraindicated. So contraindicated. Just like biscuits. So contraindicated.
It's no good.
It was no good the next day.
You were like...
I was literally sleeping all afternoon.
Oh, that was like 2 days. That was 2 days later.
Yeah, it does. It takes about 2 days for the effect to hit me.
Yeah.
When I have a significant carb fest, I go like, oh, that was fun. Yay, for the next day. And then it's like, not so much.
Is it worth it?
Well, it's not just that. It's also the other effects. There's a bit of an inflammatory response, so that's
Yeah.
interesting. There's a response to your carb advocates. It seems like too many carbs seems to be associated with increased inflammation, not the inverse. It's almost like these people have been fed some kind of line that they've sucked, hook, line and sinker. Yes, cortisol is a stress hormone, forgetting that stress is different from distress, and also forgetting that there are many roles cortisol plays, and stress response is only one of them.
What else does it do?
Well, it's kind of a activator of a number of other pathways in terms of giving signals around the body. It's like they call it hormone-like second messenger activation, where other systems are picking up on what other systems are doing within the whole tree of the metabolism, and it kind of gives the organism itself an inherent understanding of the situation at large, without that ever having to be referred back to the central nervous system or anything like that. It's a chemical series of equilibria.
Yeah.
Therefore, that maintain and resist perturbation inherently. Very complex. A lot of fun to learn biochemistry and then forget it all after. Not all of it, but I've forgotten more about biochemistry than most people ever knew. Yes.
Back to the books.
Back to the books. How does dietary D3 get used in the body? Does the molecule need sunlight, UV, to be used or activated in your body? There is a receptor for vitamin D3, so it can be taken up whole without being broken down, because the body knows the value of it. Does it need light to activate it? No. If you take it in already activated, then it's already activated. It's already in the right format. It's that the UV makes a conformational change to the molecule itself by having enough energy to displace certain electrons that change the shape of the thing in a certain way. That's the last thing that happens. So that's already happened if you take it in the diet. I think that covers that. I think. Yes. How does it get used? Oh, basically it's a cofactor in basically every metabolic reaction in the entire metabolic pathway. Almost none of them work without sufficient vitamin D3. It's almost like a conduit for everything. Okay. Gregor, not a Dr. Gregor. Now don't forget, if you don't eat your fruits and vegetables, you might die. That's my very best doctor, not a Dr. Gregor. Did you like it?
No, it's good.
Cool. I forgot the not Dr. Gregor. Yes, the not Dr. Gregor. There we go. Taxomickey.
Taxomickey.
Taxomickey. Thank you very much.
Taxomickey.
Sviri. Okay. Lumen device. Your thoughts about it? Light, artificial light, I presume.
They're not talking about the things that you blow into and it tells you what your metabolism is burning.
Don't know.
I think it's like, I may be thinking about the wrong thing here, but it tells you if you're burning fat or if you're burning. I've never used one, but if you're burning
is that what it is?
sugar.
It might be. I don't know. I've not heard of the Lumen device specifically.
There's then Lumi lights. I don't know.
Yeah, I used to, like, every day of my working life, I used to do up to a dozen respiratory gas analysis tests on athletes in a laboratory, learning all about exactly all of that stuff, what's been breathed in, what's been breathed out, what's been used and changed around in the interim period, all of that. Fascinating stuff, respiratory gas analysis. Yes.
So for a normal person on a day-to-day life, is it necessary to do that?
No.
I don't think so.
No.
Because, it's all in the context of weight loss, but if you're burning fat, how do you know you're burning the fat from your own body or the fat from the animal that you ate? I don't know, like, how helpful is that really to know?
Right. Yeah. Oh, just more people suggesting that I've somehow pulled you.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, come on, people.
Inappropriate, guys.
My pulling skills are not that good.
Inappropriate.
What would you make of the vegan community claiming that low-carb diets caused thyroid problems? What do you make of that, Luce?
I think the thyroid needs protein to function correctly, so for the vegan community to say that is quite funny.
There is, in fact. Especially, considering if you look at most of the vegan influencers in terms of their affect, their condition of their bodies, the health state, the apparent health status that's written all over the, You think about, like, ghouls like Zelda from the Terrorhawks. I mean, Pam Popper, for example. Or not a Dr. Gregor, or Neil Barnturd. And then the other extreme is the obese, corpulent vegans like Milton Mills. That guy.
And specifically to the thyroid, obviously there's like goiterogenics, are they called? So things that can cause your thyroid to develop a goiter, and things like kale, and I can't remember other plant foods, but there are other plant foods that contain these compounds that can cause goiters. So that's not good for your thyroid. So a carnivore diet will be avoiding those sort of things. So.
Who is the woman?
My name is Lucy. I'm a nurse from the UK, and I advocate for a carnivore diet online under that carnivore nurse. You haven't got my name here this time.
I know, let's fix that right now.
How dare you?
I know, I was recording another thing during the week and I forgot to put it back. Let's fix it.
Terrible.
Let's fix it right now.
Terrible.
I know.
Yeah, on that carnivore nurse on Instagram, and I've just resurrected my YouTube again. I haven't posted in a wee while because I've been travelling, hence why I'm in New Zealand now. So yeah, that's who I am. There we go.
That carnivore
nurse.
That carnivore nurse.
Much better.
There it is. Both on YouTube and Instagram.
Yes. Same name.
Yeah. Love it. Let's get back to the comments. The best vegan diet is not a vegan diet. There is no such thing as a good vegan diet.
It's a nutritionally incomplete diet, so it's not a human diet.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. $9.99 US greenback dollars. Very good. Ted is happy, I think. You happy, Ted? Are you all right, son? He's really got the shits with me. All right, using all 5 health hacks. Good for you. Can you reverse soft plaques? Yes, that's possible. Absolutely. I think it's quite likely. If you applied all my 5 health hacks diligently and well, better than I do. No biscuits.
No slamming biscuits.
No slamming biscuits. Or anything else around here, apparently. It's inappropriate. Oh my God, I just think it's hilarious, Lucy, because, you know, we're not even the same generation. We're 30 years different in age, and these people are like puerile of mine, aren't they? Yes.
No offence.
Don't take it. What would
That's not the right word to use.
Well, I know what you mean. It's like, you know, there are... Guys, what would I do with a 20-something-year-old?
No. Let's move on very quickly. Keep going.
All right. Would you say a platypus are reptiles or something else? No, I think they're their own class of thing, and I think some classes were offered before as to what they might be considered by various sections of biology. Mike Fave wants me not to burn fat anymore, but to burn sugar instead. Yeah, I know, because Mike Fave is one of these retarded, insolent, Dunning-Kruger sufferers from the school of Ray-Petardism. We call it Ray-Petardism. They are people who have a half-assed understanding of Sir Philip Randall's cycle, named after him and such. And they present that half of the story as if that's the whole story. It's an obfuscation, it's smoke and mirrors, it's propaganda, it's an idea to sell you the preferability of carbohydrate as your primary source of so-called energetic substrate, so-called. And it's just rubbish, it's nonsense. He uploaded a video about why to burn sugar instead of fat. Thoughts on that? Well, I think I've just given those. I also don't have a bomb calorimeter inside. Oops. Right. Add something to that, Lucy, for goodness sake. So it's...
Sorry, what? I keep zoning out and reading on.
Fair enough. This is... Mike Fave is
I didn't know who that
Mike
was.
Fave is a nurse from the States somewhere, I think, who is a member of the Church of Ray Pete, who they think they know everything about. They even call themselves the bioenergetics department. They think they know all about
Very
how...
fancy.
But what they do is actually present a half of a story, like a yin without a yang, and suggest that without seeing the yang, that they can tell you what the yang is, or even ignoring the existence of the yang. And they suggest that carbohydrates are not only, should be considered essential, but are certainly preferential to fats in terms of energy production, based on an effect on the ratio between FADH and NADH plus H plus.
FADH?
Cofactors, energy cofactors in the tricarboxylic acid cycle, TCA cycle, or Krebs cycle. The suggestion being that FADH2 lowers the energetic level of the cell, which is true, and that necessarily leads to the accumulation of a problematic amount of free radicals, which is not true.
Okay.
Because they've missed how that's mopped up and dealt with. They've ignored that bit because it's not in line with the ideology they want to push, that sugar is good and necessary and preferable to fat because
of that one thing.
Yes, rubbish. Absolute rubbish.
Yep.
Yeah.
We've always been eating fat. This always comes back to me. I'm like, if carbohydrates were so essential, so amazing, so optimal, why have we always been eating animal fats? We didn't have access to carbohydrates like we do now. It was impossible to be able to eat probably how they are saying now, for the most of our existence. So how could that just be possible? It just doesn't go past common sense and logic for me. So
I agree. Very good.
There you
go. Dr. James DeNiccoli, no idea. Good. I've dealt with him very, very fully, absolutely to the nth degree on this idea about protein and whatever else. Anyone that has missed that, anyone that's new around the channel that hasn't seen my exchanges with James DeNicolino Nuts, just check it out. All you need to do is go onto my YouTube channel and search for James, and there'll be a dozen different videos where I've dealt with this nonsense already. This is an academic with hundreds of peer-reviewed publications, hundreds of them, who cannot understand or get basic first principles correct. So his whole illusion of being more evolved, more academic, of a higher level than anybody else, and ergo you should believe him and not me, without providing any good evidence for that, is basically fundamentally flawed. Because at the end of the day, you have to be able to withstand a refutation against your first principles, and he can't. It was fun. It was very, very hard on his ego. He behaved like a petulant schoolchild. It was hilarious. Still is behaving like a petulant schoolchild. Anyway. Yeah. Basically, James says, if you don't counterbalance your meat eating with some kind of base, that your bones will dissolve.
What's a base? What does that mean?
Exactly. It's a conjugate for an acid.
Oh, right, I see.
An alkaline substance of some kind, if you like to think of it that way. Yes. Why the bright light make me headaches? I wear the yellow day glasses and I wear hat and then feel better.
Blue light exposure then?
Yeah, blue light exposure.
It's very unnatural for us to be exposed to the amount of blue light that we are now. Blue light is naturally highest at midday from just sunlight, and that's when it's peaking. And so then any other time in the day, like our screens, especially late at night, we're signaling a very unnatural light signal, whatever, to the body, and hence it's not going to respond in an ideal way.
Yep. Can you say, how dare you? With your empty promises and your meaningless platitudes, how dare you? Lucy does not sound a thing like Greta.
Yeah, that's slightly offensive, actually.
Yeah. Okay. We love you, Dave.
Yes, that's the lumen device. It is the thing.
Absolutely. Yep. Well done, Luce. Very good.
Thanks.
You've done a good job today. Almost like I kill you in the morning.
Thanks.
That's a joke from a joke from the Princess Bride, which is one of the best films ever made.
Now you need me tomorrow. I'm doing your compost.
Oh yeah.
I am the compost girl now.
Awesome.
Turning the compost.
What else are you doing tomorrow?
I don't even know. Milking more things.
Yeah.
Lord knows.
Well, Pim knows.
Pim knows. Lord knows. That's why I say it.
It's still going. This is awesome. That, Stephen, is what she said.
That's funny.
Good. What do you consider high blood pressure for a 52-year-old? There's a range in it. Really? There's a range of what's, within the physiological, what's likely to be optimal, ideal, whatever. There are some ideas around 120 on 80 being ideal throughout the lifespan, although there being an expectation that there is a drift upwards, purely because on average there is a drift upwards, purely because of pathology, which is unnecessary, actually. Nonetheless, the mammogram that they give you for age and blood pressure will suggest that as you age, your blood pressure will go up. Well, mine is vastly lower than it was 10 years ago. Vastly. I sit usually around 120 on 70, 80. 10 years ago, it was 150 on 110.
Wow. Good job.
Too much coffee, too much distress as opposed to stress, distress, and all of those things conspire to cause, I think, quite a bit of vagal stuff as well. And I was quite nuts, actually, and not in a good way. The mental health was not great 10 years ago. So, there you go. All right. Have you noticed Carnivore Edward A. Goki? Have I noticed the boy? Goodness gracious, he and I speak on a nearly, well, at least on a monthly basis, and when he needs me more, I'm there for him more.
He's a little you.
He's mini me, apparently. According to others, apparently he just appropriates what
Your
I've said.
style, when I first watched him, I was like, I'm watching Bart K.
Yeah.
But obviously he's his own person. He makes really good content. He's
does.
extremely well versed.
Mm-hmm.
And he is in pursuit of the truth, so I have a lot of respect for him.
Yes, and he knows more big words than I do.
Yeah, I actually think he does. He's so intelligent, it blows my mind.
Yep.
And his ability to explain very complex subjects in a way that you can understand is a great skill.
We're like that, him and me. Yeah. Yes, we have already decided that is a necessity, and we're just waiting for someone to offer to sew it up. My sister's here; she does sewing, crocheting, knitting, and making biscuits.
Maybe I can crochet him now. I know how to crochet.
Maybe you could. You can make him a
like
camouflage
a hat or something.
He needs a whole uniform.
I don't know if I can. I don't know how good I am for that, but I'll see. Or a scarf. That's just a line.
Yeah,
I can do a line.
Yeah. Yeah, no, he's not. He's his own man. He's and if he's not sure on something that he thinks this is how this works or that works, he will ask me, and he does. He really does go to the bottom of the rabbit warren in discussions. I often think, Jesus, I should be recording this discussion, the private discussions him and I have about how things work in science. Most of you would be going like, who are these two? What are they talking about? Do they speak English? But some of you will go, wow, this is cool, and trip out on it fully, I think. What do you think, Eddie? Should we record and publish our private discussions about science? It's so cute when he gets frustrated with me. Yeah.
No, he's great.
Yeah. Okay. Is it possible for somebody to be intrinsically ill, mentally or physically, regardless of external factors such as lifestyle and development?
You can never separate yourself from your external factors, such as lifestyle and development. So it's a question without an answer.
That's right.
Sorry.
Yeah. The logical
work.
formulation of the question does not hold
An answer.
It just falls to bits.
It's not viable.
Yeah. Try again. Repeat the class next semester.
Yeah.
Or next week on Sunday.
Yeah.
Where we'll be wearing different costumes altogether. And your sister's a costume.
No, it's not. What?
That Ted's wearing, I mean.
All right.
He's in a costume.
Okay, yes.
He's got little yellow shorts on just for modesty, really.
This is our normal attire on the daily.
That's right. This is what we're wearing around the place.
Yeah. We sleep in it, shower in it. You're not allowed to take it off.
Up and downstairs.
Up and downstairs in it.
Right.
I wonder if anyone's actually done that.
Which?
Up and down the stairs. Because we posted
Oh,
it.
yes. We posted us going up and downstairs. And nobody's come back to us with any numbers. I did.
doubt anyone's going to be super keen to go up and down stairs.
Yes, so what you need to do, if you don't know what's going on, go to the Instagrams, and there'd be posts probably on both of our channels, aren't there, about us going
Not
up.
on mine, on yours.
On mine.
It was on my
mine
story.
only.
It didn't quite make the main page. I'm
Did
a
it
bit
not?
more selective than you on what actually posts.
You have a filter, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, I have no filter. Who needs a filter? Some people think I need a filter. Fuck them. Right.
Beep test to 13 stairs is basically what we're doing.
Yep.
One shuttle up, one shuttle down.
Yep. Well, hopefully a few more than one.
What do you mean?
One up, one down. I'm done.
Oh, right, yeah. No. Go until you miss 2 beeps or
Yep.
until you're tired.
I'll teach you some more Swedish while we're here.
Okay.
The thing that in English we would refer to as the finishing straight, we're just about there.
Mm-hmm.
The word for finished in that context in Swedish is slut.
Slut.
Yeah.
Slut.
And the whole thing is for finishing straight, we're nearing the end, we're just about there. Slutsport.
Slutsport.
Yes.
Slutsport.
So the first time I went to Sweden, we went to see an old friend of Pim and her husband. And we were sitting around, and this term came out. It was like Slutsport, and I'm looking at him, and he's looking at me, and he goes, "Yes, slutsport."
Yeah, it's quite funny.
Dreadful. And then there's another story that Pim told me. in Swedish, a word that is the same as referring to next Tuesday in our language, is fit.
Just fit.
Yes, F-I-T-T or F-I-T, fit. And apparently the gym that she used to work in, the lovely Pim, in Sweden, they had some people in and the instructor was talking to these people in a kind of mixture of Swedish and English, because that's kind of how they do things a bit, especially if the people who are there don't have great Swedish or no Swedish sort of thing. And apparently at one point with the Swiss balls, this woman was referring to the fit balls that they have. Apparently that was hilarious for years on end.
Fit balls.
Fit balls, yes. Yep, okay, you need some fabric and you're sewing at the Primitive Farm Mom. We love you, Farm Mom. When you've done, let us know and we'll send you the secret location of Pimbatia. We can't have too many people knowing where it is, because, well, the bodies are piling up, to be fair, in that cupboard.
We've already had the police here once. Not again.
I know. Read Coach Stephen's blog. Yes, do. It's good. His style is brilliant. It is, indeed. Biochemistry and all things excellently explained with a very British humour. Yes, Stephen's awesome. We love Stephen. Dave says, the more I watch Eddie, the more impressed I am with how intelligent he is. Yeah, he's quite the phenomenon. He is at absolutely one end of the bell-shaped curve in that respect. Yes, yeah. And how deeply he dives into the subject matter. Yes, yeah, Eddie's great. He's very quick. Yes, that's another description.
That's what she said.
Yeah!
Sorry, Eddie, to do you like that?
Yeah, good. All right. There you go. There's Stephen's blog. There it is. Yep. Get it down here. It's awesome. Yes. I tell you who would do well on Stirs. Stephen would do well on Stirs. It'd be fit as fuck with Stephen.
Is he pulling a 19.2?
I don't know. 13 stirs of the standard pitch, Stephen. Up and down, up on one beep, down on the next beep. On the standard 20-metre shuttle run beep test audio. We're going for, who can get the highest records. So far, Lucy is running, 19.2, you say?
19.2.
Incredible. Yep.
I'm still recovering.
Yep.
It was hardcore.
Yes.
Huh? Let's not swell his head. Okay.
You're supposed to say, that's what she said.
That's foul, that one, though.
Well, they're supposed to be foul.
That one's like extra foul.
Yep. I'm glad that you do have discernment and taste and stuff, though, Lucy. It's
I have
good.
standards.
Yep, she does. That's right. Lucy, being a carnivore, is presumably older than she looks. Nope.
I don't know, because at the moment I'm getting on my Instagram, you're 14, why is a 15-year-old telling me this? I'm not 15.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
No, I don't think you look 15.
I'm not 15.
No.
But I'm not 50 either.
You're here to help, aren't you?
Good.
Joey, who wants Joey? No. Stephen saw us doing the beat test. Very good. Very good. Mine wasn't so impressive, Stephen. Just like my day at cricket.
The 11 whatever was impressive.
I'm still recovering.
Yeah, actually. Yikes.
Okay, here's another attempt at a question. Let's see how this one goes. From Coconut Monkey 996. Are there 995 other Coconut Monkeys on YouTube? I don't know. Anyway, so if somebody is born with a permanent abnormality, do you believe it could have been prevented, or can it just be up to chance? Depends.
It's a huge question.
Yeah, that's a rich tapestry. Some things absolutely could have been prevented, like thalidomide. That permanently altered the DNA of a number of people in utero, thus meaning they were born with huge abnormalities. I'm personally acquainted with one of them. No arms, no legs.
Oh, wow. How old are they?
Oh, he's 60-something now.
Oh, right, good on him.
Yeah. And still as feisty as ever. Aren't you, Terry?
There
Hey?
you go.
Yeah.
Nice one, Terry.
He's always joking all his growth went elsewhere.
He what?
He's always joking all his growth went elsewhere.
Oh,
Yeah. He's a card.
good on you.
Yeah. Good on you, Terry. And he wasn't lying. My word. One of the jobs I've done in the past is caregiver, and so
really?
I was privy to such things.
I didn't know that.
Yeah.
You're a nurse.
Well, after a fashion year without a qualification
Yeah.
per se, I had a certificate.
There you go.
Yeah, but whatever. Paul from
That's
Norwich has got
awesome.
one of those. No, not really, innit? Thermodynamics. No, I'll leave it to Lam Norton.
So you cared for him?
Yeah.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
So yes, that could have been prevented, I suppose.
Do you not
Unfortunately.
remember praising Joey as a prodigy prior to him changing tracks? Yes. But one's prodigious ability, one's prodigious intelligence does not make any statement about what direction one changes or chooses to go on, or what kind of wisdom they may or may not have. At the time that Joey came to prominence, he was an 18-year-old kid. And now he's just a few years older than that, and possibly a bit wiser, I don't know. But he was easily swayed to the dark side, something complete. Wasn't he? Prodigious intelligence doesn't mean prodigious wisdom or the sense of what you actually do, does it? Yes, I did say that Joey was prodigious, and he was. But it's also possible to be very, very stupid as well as very intelligent, because they're not actually opposites.
Example A.
You're here to help, aren't you?
Yeah.
Good. You're very welcome. Pim usually gives me more shit than you do, to be fair. Is it a bit of,
Yeah, me and Pim are slightly different, I guess.
In many ways, yes. Yes, I'll give you that. You're not so inclined to immediately scream, right off with your head.
No.
She's very
I'm
regal in that
forgiving.
respect, yes.
Except for latecomers. Uh-oh. There is no forgiving.
Report to Lucy down the back after class with Ted. They'll be back there right next to the bucket of soapy frogs and the wetsuit with the bottom cut out of it.
Too right.
That's where you meet after class if you're late. Exactly. Who is Joey? Who cares? There was a bunch of videos on my channel up until recently where I was interacting both positively and otherwise with Joey, depending on whether he was acting the way he ought to or not. He and I came to an agreement recently for that not to be publicly available anymore, because, well, that was stuff that happened when he was 18 and now he's in his mid-20s and it's causing him a few problems, apparently.
It's good of you.
I know, it was nice of me.
Yeah.
Because you don't want to hold something against something their whole life, do you?
No.
Unless you're Pim. What do you think? Are women historical? Are they overly historical? Let's go there.
Not Pim, or just women in general.
Women in general.
Oh.
Let's not.
Yeah, no, I'm not talking about Pim.
No.
Yes, women are crazy.
Yeah, there you go. Would you have one?
I am one. No.
No, you wouldn't have one.
No, I love women, of course.
Yeah, me too.
Of
Can't live with them.
course.
Can't live with them.
But yikes.
Well, you can live with them. In fact, in this house, the estrogen to testosterone ratio, my word, it's a bit off whack, isn't it?
We do need a little bit more testosterone here.
Yep. Not too much, mind.
No.
Okay. Yes, I know you're actually asking who that is. Joey was a character that was around the channel, and he had his own channel for a while. He was promoting sensible carnivorous ideas, and then he went mad, like many do. He did a Frank Tifanus, basically, without becoming a gay porn star, to my knowledge. Unlike Frank, who did become a gay porn star. Apparently he failed at that too. How do you fail at being a gay porn star?
I can't comment on that, but I have no idea.
What could possibly go wrong? I don't know. Okay, so we're at the bottom of the chat.
Oh, we did it.
Yeah, we did.
Oh my gosh, 2 hours later.
Time flies when you're having fun, huh?
Jeez, that was, yeah.
Yeah, that's the character. Yeah. Only it's a Z at the end, I think you'll find. And whether he's still got a public publicly facing YouTube channel or not, I don't know, and I don't really care. He claims to be a successful real estate salesman, I've heard, these days. Which he might be. It's possible. Yeah, okay.
Would you grow long hair if you could?
Absolutely. I had long hair down to the small of my back, right through my teens, pretty much, and into the early part of my 20s. I was actually a singer and
Rock on.
backing guitar player in a number of rock bands at that age. And I had the full, at that stage.
Did you do the...
Absolutely, we did that. Absolutely, with the Pim calls it poodle rock. It's that 80s hair, what they called hair metal. It was nothing like metal. It was actually just rock. 4 on the floor, straight ahead rock music. Before the dark times, before the rebellion, something complete. Yeah, so that's another thing I've done that people don't know I've done. I've been a caregiver. I've been a rock guitarist and singer. I've been a professor of health science, even if people don't believe that's true, it still is.
A farmer.
A farmer these days, trying to be a farmer. Well, really, I'm a farmer's bitch, aren't I?
Yeah,
pretty
you
much.
said it, not me.
Pretty much. Yes. Her Majesty Pim, Queen of Pirates, mother of puppies, first of a name, the unpoked, mother of ducks and chickens, ruler of the Iron Fist, and all her other titles that I forget. Yeah, she decides what we do around here, and we do it. Woe betide. All right, so that's pretty much the situation here in Pimbatia. You've had a chance to ask your questions. I hope you've all asked your questions for the week. Next week we'll be back again. So long as Lucy behaves for another week.
Yeah.
Frankly.
We don't get kicked out.
We have to work on that. That's what she said, don't we? Or indeed we come up with something better.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
That's what she said.
That's what she said.
Thank you. Thank you for being here. Thank you for putting up with my shit again for another week.
No problem.
I think we answered some questions sensibly.
We had some good questions
We
today.
did. We had some, and stuff that we haven't asked 100. Hey! Nobody asked me about fucking Arjuna's fucking Vonda planets.
Good one.
Well done, team.
They're learning.
I love all of you, and there's nothing you can do about it. And as such, as a free service, I think we should all be upstanding for our rendering of the national anthem of Pimbatia, which goes a little bit something like this. Steak and eggs and steak. That's what you should have for breakfast. Delicious. Eggs and steak and eggs. Just making sure you heard.
We got it.
I think they got it, Ted. Join us next time when someone will be wrong on interwebs. There's a lot of that going on. In the meantime, behave yourselves.
So
Don't do anything I would. Trust me.
Don't slam cookies.
Don't slam the cookies. You're here to help, aren't you?
Yeah.
All right, you can hit the button, Ted, anytime you're ready.
Bye.
Yeah, go on, Ted. You get down there and twiddle the knobs. Come on. Good boy. Good boy.